Okay, I know we're late to the party, but with an entire roster of god-awful movies last year, do you really blame us? 2020 was a shit show in every which way possible. It was the equivalent of getting grounded by Khabib Nurmagomedov, who then proceeds to murder you with his bare elbows right in front of your family. And just when you thought you could rely on the good old movies for some solace in life, you get Varun Dhawan putting a migraine in your head with Coolie number 1.
दुनिया मेरा घर है, स्टेशन मेरा अड्डा, जब मन करे आ जाना, राजू मेरा नाम है.
Now, without much ado, let's get this list over with as quickly as possible and pretend these movies never existed going forward. Before we begin, as always, subscribe to Filmanter and press the bell icon to never miss an update. With that out of the way, this is Amir and here are 10 worst Bollywood movies of 2020. Number 10, Virgin Bhanupriya.
थोड़ा style change करते हैं. This time, you drink it first.
Now hold on. We haven't put this movie at the bottom because it's any more watchable than the others on this list, but because no one expected anything else from this movie anyways. A conservative Bhanupriya trying best to lose her virginity and failing every time. Yes, this girl, failing to lose her virginity, failing being the keyword, is literally the one-liner of this unbelievable, outdated, sexist, and outright bizarre sex comedy. That is, if you can call it one.
जीवन में संभोग के सुख से वंचित रह जाएंगी.
If you think Bollywood comedies tiringly stereotype characters, wait till you watch this film. She wears glasses, she's a nerd, and her best friend is perpetually horny. Honestly, we don't want to spend all our time talking about Virgin Bhanupriya, so we'll leave you with a few dialogues from the film. जिसमें culture नहीं होता है, वो vulture होता है. Virginity है, रजनीकांत की हड्डियां नहीं जो टूटेंगी नहीं.
Virginity है, रजनीकांत की हड्डियां नहीं जो टूटेगी नहीं.
And my personal favorite about justifying raping men, यहाँ पे अबला भी हम हैं और तबला भी हम ही बजाएंगे. Inspired writing. Number 9, इंदु की जवानी.
Handsome, what took you so long to come?
What is up with pretty women trying to get laid and failing in 2020? Indu Ki Jawani was that 2020 movie that didn't know what it wanted to be. From full-on Pakistan bashing to half-hearted jingoism, and from preaching about not judging a book by its cover to saying that all Indians are highly judgmental, Indu Ki Jawani tries to go everywhere at the same time and yet reaches nowhere. The film basically follows the story of a girl from Ghaziabad and her misadventures on dating apps. So we're not sure when the director decided to turn it into a patriotic lesson. And it stars Kiara Advani. Remember when she was a part of some of the most successful ventures this time last year? Yeah, that feels like ages ago if you ask us. Number 8, Durgamati, the Myth. Remake of writer-director Ashok's own 2018 Telugu film Bhagamati, Durgamati is perhaps the most hilarious film on our list today. And it's a horror film. The entire thing revolves around some corrupt politicians trying to frame an honest one by plotting the most bizarre scheme. Get his former associate, an IAS officer might I add, locked up in a haunted Haveli to get a false confession out of her. What? And if that wasn't enough, she goes on to get possessed by a vengeful spirit while in isolation, while the cinematographer apparently gets possessed by cocaine in the meantime. It's a horror film at the end of the day. At least that's what it aspires to be. So you'll see an abundance of all the horror elements in it. There are loud jump scares, creaking doors, an old Haveli, spooky portraits on the wall, and much more. Just nothing scares you. Number 7, Love Aaj Kal. We all love Imtiaz Ali. He's one of the finest filmmakers of this generation, and the legacy of his movies can never be discounted. But with all that said, it's only so many bad films you can make in a row that it becomes abundantly clear that you sadly don't have it anymore. Following a cinematic disaster like Jab Harry Met Sejal, with a small, meaningful drama that capitalizes on your strengths was a good idea. Choosing to do this film was not. Confused people roam around the city, in the Aaj side of the story at least, and stay confused throughout, annoying us at every interval along the way and seemingly having no end to their first world dilemmas. You know, the idea of revamping one's own film, although risky, was at least interesting from a creative standpoint for a director like Imtiaz Ali. But unlike the original, the 2020 counterpart didn't have anything new to add except an unbearable pair of lead. And as hard as it is for us to say this, Imtiaz Ali,
तुम मुझे तंग करने लगे हो.
Number 6, Street Dancer 3D.
तो मैं कहाँ मरे जा रहा हूँ तुझे ज्वाइन करने के लिए? हम लोग एक कभी नहीं हो सकते.
You know, Street Dancer 3D is each and everything that's wrong with modern day Hindi film industry all coming together to form a plagiarized mess branded nicely as a commercial movie. For starters, after ABCD, ABCD2 and this, I feel like we've seen enough Remo D'Souza dance films for one lifetime. There's just so much you could do in such an acutely specific niche that it starts feeling repetitive, and boy does it feel like that in this one. Unimpressive dance numbers is the least of my concerns from Street Dancer 3D. Corny dialogues from none other than Bollywood's new sensation, the Samji brothers, is what captures most of our attention. But you still hang in there, hoping for some good music from a musical freaking film. And you realize that almost the entire album is copied not only from classic Bollywood songs, but even from Punjabi hits just over a year back. Commercial Bollywood space is slowly being taken over by these lazy remakes to generate some hype, and this movie epitomizes what the industry has slowly become. Number 5, Baghi 3. Just for a little while after Baghi 2, we thought Sajid Nadiadwala was on to something with his Baghi franchise starring Tiger Shroff. After fighting a building full of goons in the first installment, we saw Shroff in probably his coolest form when he was pit up against an entire army of goons in Baghi 2. But alas, the classic Bollywood urge to make everything big kicked in. और टाइगर को एक पूरे नेशन से लड़वा के जुटवा दो. You heard me. I wonder who's gonna face in the next part. See, we're all in for the Tiger Shroff action genre, and the box office numbers are a clear indictment that the makers are doing something right with the actor. But Baghi 3 was nothing of that sort. Finding logic in these types of action blockbusters is anyways a bad idea, but if a film's plot still challenges your brain cells with every iota of its existence, then it's best forgotten about. Why was a small-time officer in Agra posted to a place like Syria? How come no one except Ronnie and Sia gave a shit? There's a question to be raised in every frame of this film, so don't even try. Number 4, Sadak 2.
हमको दुनिया वैसे ही नजर आती है जैसे हम खुद होते हैं.
Maybe some directors are not meant to make a big screen return. When Mahesh Bhatt, one of India's most influential filmmakers ever, confirmed his return to cinemas over 2 decades after last directing a film, it was a humongous revelation that only got stronger with the inclusion of an A-list ensemble cast. The end product, however, was a ponderous affair which looked like it directly came from a page in the 90s. With a predictable storyline, cliched plot, and cartoonish characters, Sadak 2 succeeded in doing the impossible. That is, justifying its abysmal ratings on IMDb that many believed was unfair because of what was happening around the film. It looks like Alia Bhatt, Sanjay Dutt, and Aditya Roy Kapoor have pledged to work together in the worst film every year. Number 3, Mrs. Serial Killer.
मैं अपने हस्बैंड को बचाने के लिए कुछ भी करूंगी.
This Netflix original would have been a good serial killer parody movie had it not tried to take itself so seriously. Its bizarre premise follows a loyal and innocent wife setting out to commit copycat crimes to prove her husband's innocence while he gets jailed for a string of murders. Honestly, that one-liner over-justifies what this film really is. The must-miss crime thriller has some of the worst set design, lighting, and dialogues that could only be topped by the crassy, over-the-top acting by its leads, including Manoj Bajpayee. Yes, he loves this. But that's the point. See, call me crazy, but there's definitely a genius idea hidden somewhere behind Mrs. Serial Killer, something like the Scary Movie, which takes digs at classic films in that same genre. It's just that someone in their right mind, and by someone I mean this guy, felt this wasn't a joke. And you know what's the best part about it? The climax sets it up for a sequel. Number 2, Coolie number 1.
इसलिए लोग मुझे बुलाते हैं कूली नंबर 1.
Okay, we're at the crux of our existence now, but we have to complete this list. Let's welcome Varun Dhawan one more time in a list he has promised to appear in every year after doing Badlapur. Coolie number 1 was supposed to be trash right from the day Jodwa 2 released. And well, it bloody well was. A remake of a 1995 Govinda starrer with the same name, which in itself was a remake of another film. The problem with Coolie number 1 wasn't its cringe-inducing pitch that Varun Dhawan has mastered over the years,
disco dancer ki aulad, who are you?
but its regressive themes that it not only didn't attempt to fix, but actually doubled down on. But did we see anything else coming from David Dhawan? The guy remade his own Jodwa 2 with his son in 2017 and proudly kept all the sexist elements of the outdated original. Coolie number 1 was no different. It didn't belong in today's cinema, not the least with the Samji brothers writing it. Oh, and Sara Ali Khan was in it too. And number 1, Lakshmi.
हाथ क्यों लगाता है? शर्म नहीं आती? थरकी कहीं का?
Speaking of the Samji brothers, here's the duo's top work from the year that was 2020, Lakshmi. A movie that follows a man getting possessed by the ghost of a transgender person. The writing is awful, as expected, and although the message of inclusion is somewhat passable, the end product does the complete opposite by otherizing the already ostracized trans community. It literally makes a mockery of the very thing it claims to be celebrating. Lakshmi is a horror comedy, a genre that has been doing exponentially well in the recent years. And it had a pretty good South Indian original to copy from, having the same director as well. Yet it still comes across insufferable and downright insulting to many. Lakshmi is the kind of movie which, if you judge even by the brainless Bollywood comedy standards, it still falls short miserably. It's not a movie so bad it's good. It's just bad. Bad enough to be forgotten about the most from 2020. And there you have it, guys. 10 worst Bollywood movies of 2020. Thank God we made it back in one piece. But we do deserve a subscribe and a like and a share and all those good things you guys can do. So don't hold back. Sara frustration like button pe nikal do. Hopefully the worst from 2021 is not this bad. With that said, have a safe week ahead. My name is Amir and I will see you soon.